Libra, and welcome to your monthly reading. This is for approximately 30 days from when you get this message, whenever it shows up on your feed. And this is for any and all Libra placements that you resonate strongly with in your chart. I have some overall energy here down on the table for you. We have Angel of Support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. Be vigilant. Let your emotions flow. Goddess of Awakening. This is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. Owl Spirit, you see clearly now. And the Deer Spirit, with bring a gentle touch. This is a very important month for you, Libra, when you are going to be collaborating very closely with Source and your angelic spiritual team, okay? It is a time to understand how gentle their help and their answers can be in life when you call for help and when they answer. They're asking you to collaborate. They're telling you that everything you see now is exactly the way that you see it. Don't question yourself. And let your emotions surface and come out in ways that help you grow and learn, in ways that they can help you by understanding how you feel. This can also go into your practical life. For if you let people know how your emotions feel, they know how to help you. They know how to assist you. They know how to be vigilant and collaborate with you. So this is your overall energy, Libra. We're going to get into past energies, current energies, and future possibilities. And when I say future possibilities, I mean just that. You have power and free will to change the trajectory of your outcome in any situation at any time. Okay. So just putting these over here to the side. I can still see them, but you may not be able to just because I have a little bit of a limited table space here. Okay, let's get some tarot on your past energies. What's been going on in the past for you, Libra? What's been going on in the past for Libra Spirit? What would you like us to know? I hope you're doing well, and if you're new, I welcome you. If you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. It means the world to me. Excuse me. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Perhaps at some point you weren't able to see things clearly. Oh, you can still see them. I just glanced up at the camera. You can still see these cards. Great. I've got a better camera angle this time than I've had in the past. 10 of Cups, maybe. It wasn't clear to you what was going to be, what would make you happy. And you weren't able to see any cups full of anything that you were interested in going into. Can I learn more about this? Okay, thank you. We have the Moon. You weren't able to see clearly before, but the Owl Spirit says you see clearly now. That's moving into current energies. And that always happens in my readings. Like the past and the current, sometimes they morph and merge into one another. But I want to see what else Spirit has to say about this through another deck as well. Yeah, you couldn't get clarity maybe on what it was that would make you happy in life. So you just felt like every time you took a sip of something, you couldn't see it clearly. It seemed like it was shrouded in smoke. And it got hard for you to accept some of this. Queen of Wands. And on the bottom of this, it says assertiveness. You've been very assertive in your search, in your trying to develop and figure out what it was that you were looking for and that would make you happy, but you just couldn't quite get the vision. You couldn't hold the vision. Maybe you've been waiting on a sudden awareness that just doesn't seem to come, like an epiphany, to help you decide what would make you happiest. Okay? Maybe it's made you feel a little bit out of balance. There's another deck calling to me now. One more tarot deck. Spirit, what else would you like to say about the past energies for Libra? Here we go. I knew at least one card was coming out from that deck. Four of Pentacles. You may have been holding tight to a vision of what would make you happy that just didn't fit anymore. It just wasn't going to basically jive with you anymore. It worked as an idea, but just didn't seem like it was something that was actually going to come to fruition or practicality in your life. Let's see what the wild unknown has to say about this. Okay, we have the stone and the flame. Let me read the stone card. I might read the flame, but I'm not sure. Let me get to the page here. Stone, page 67. No, number 67, page 242. Okay. The stone, the eternal, the anchor, the rock. This is an archetypal object. The stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is used to anchor our wild side, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our outer world. So maybe you've been working on balancing your energy so that you can bring forth what it is that you dream of. Let me read the flame too. Hold on. Flame, the fire, the spark, the glimmer. In Sanskrit, the word for fire is Agni. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the center of the abdomen and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have to let their inner flame go out. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten and protect the flame no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. It is likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman would call to you with the language of the flame. I think that you are a person who is very practical, yet inspired. And I feel that you recently lost clarity and lost the ability to see the spark inside of you. But I don't see that you have the feeling of giving up. No. It's just you can't see, and it's very frustrating. And you're holding on tight, maybe to some particular idea. And there's nothing wrong with having an idea of what you want in life. But you've held so tightly to that. That you haven't been able to see outside of that. And how long it can take, which is nothing compared to how long the stone lives, or any stone, crystal, rock, whatever you call them. Is nothing. Our lifetime is a drop in the bucket compared to how long these energies live on our planet. Even compared to trees. And that is what is keeping an ember lit in your life. Knowing that life is short, but to us it takes a long time. Sometimes a lot longer than we want or expect for that type of happiness to come about, to come to fruition. I want to move into current energies now to see what wants to come out about that. Current energies for Libra. If you like my style and like to get deeper into the reading, I am open for personal readings. The information is in the description box below. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok and Instagram and Threads, where I share messages daily if you're interested. Okay, we have the Sun. Happiest card in the deck. Two of Swords. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. And interestingly enough, she falls right underneath the Queen of Wands upright. Or in your past energy. I see you're feeling very positive about a situation, and you're weighing options, and you have much more self-respect than you've had before. This is a message of, look at how far you've come. Because sometimes we don't every day consciously think about how far we've come from where we've been. You've come a long way from this past energy, even if it's in recent past. You've come a long way. You're able now to weigh difficult situations in a whole different way, in a much more self-confident way. You have respect for yourself. You have experienced a great deal of warmth. This is something to celebrate. You've had success. You've come very far. And even if sometimes people tell you that that you're selfish, that you're too self-focused, you don't have to listen to that. We don't all have to be the perfect givers in the world, the perfect healers. Okay? If you need to focus on you, you focus on you. Until you feel like you have the energy to focus on others. Because we all know you can't give from an empty cup. Perhaps you're trying to make a decision between wanting to have a relationship and just wanting to be on your own. You can be a sovereign being and still be in a relationship. You don't have to give that up. And the right person will never ask you to. The right person will never ask you to put yourself second to them. And they won't put you second to themselves, nor should they. We all come on this planet as a single individual. And that's how we go off the planet when we die. So we have to look out for ourselves. We have to look out for number one. It doesn't mean you do anything to harm anyone else. It just means you take care of you first. Because then you're a whole person living your life. Not a half a person waiting for the other half to come. This is just one possibility. Let's see what else wants to come out. What else do you have to say about this, Spirit? And Spirit Team of Libra. Excuse me. Okay, I'm getting the urge to just go ahead and pull a wild unknown for this one instead of more tarot. We got two cards. Agape and the river. You flow much more easily, with much more ease now than you ever did. So give yourself credit for this. You really are doing great. Unconditional love. Yes, that's what you're learning. That's what you're doing. You are learning what unconditional love is about. That's what agape is about. Unconditional love. And when you have that for yourself, you start having it for the world around you. You start accepting yourself. You start accepting the world around you. And for me, personally, I always accepted everyone else instead of myself. But you don't do that anymore if you had that problem as well. For many years, I had that problem. I neglected myself to people please, to make people feel comfortable and happy in any given situation, but I didn't worry about my own happiness or my own well-being. You're not doing that. You're able to integrate it all for your highest good and the highest good of everyone that you interact with. Let's move into future possibilities now. I'd love to hear how this resonates in the comments. I'd love a thumbs up and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more content from me. I would absolutely love it. Okay. Eight of Materials. Make sure I can get that. There we go. That's good. The Ten of Swords. And the Three of Materials. You may decide that you want to start collaborating with others. And we did have that with the Ant Spirit and your overall energy. You may want to start interacting with others more. And you may put an end to being someone who only works by themselves. So it's kind of blending through to what I was saying about when you love yourself and you take care of you first, you can take care of others. You're going to see this unfold beautifully as you want to start collaborating with others, want to start being with other people, want to start putting your heads together, even if you have different ideas and you don't agree on everything. You're going to want to start working with other people, and I already see you working more with your spiritual team. But you're going to start believing that perhaps you can rely on others just a little bit more. And always use discernment. But I think that you have a big sense of discernment, and you know your worth and your power now. And you understand what unconditional love is, and maybe you never did before. How can you have unconditional love for others if you don't have any for yourself? It's a question that I asked myself when I used to love everyone else so much, but didn't give myself any love. How the hell do I know what it really means? I don't on the full spectrum of it, but you're learning that. And your growth is just amazing. I love this reading. Let's get some final oracle cards to end things out here. Final oracle cards for Libra. More shuffle, and if nothing comes out, that's okay. We'll try the next step. Yes, instinct. Your instinct has been getting better and better and better every step of the way. You can trust your instincts more than you ever could before. Complacency. You may have felt that way. You may feel that way. But what you're doing is cultivating balance. We all get complacent from time to time, and we need that spark to be ignited within us again. Once again. To be roaring flames like, look at my candle. These are some roaring flames. Those are some big wicks. You've got some big wick energy, baby. And you're going to do just fine. So I hope this finds you well, and I hope to see you next time, Libra. Take care.